We're on the record in cause number 327432, the state of Texas versus Xavier Holloman. Ms. Holloman, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Holloman, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Holloman, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Holloman?
I'm okay.
Okay, Ms. Holloman, I have before me an information that states that on or about October 24th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of failure to identify fictitious name. Ms. Holloman, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Ms. Holloman, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are actually guilty?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Holloman, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, Ms. Holloman, there are a set of initials. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of this same document, Ms. Holloman, there's a signature above the line that says defendant. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is a trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
There are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box says that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box says that you're waiving, which means that you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I have 2 other documents here. The first document is titled Judge's Explanation of Rights to Defendant Without Attorney. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this are these your initials on the line that says I want to waive my right to an attorney and represent myself?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature on the line that says defendant with today's date of January 19 of 2021?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document. This document is titled Waiver of Counsel for Purposes of Entering a Guilty Plea or Proceeding to Trial. Ms. Holloman, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, Ms. Holloman, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did you have an opportunity to review the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you review the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you reviewed?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Holloman, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State's Exhibit number 1 is the document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. The state would like to use this document as evidence against you in the case. Is it all right for the state to use this document as evidence against you in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Holloman, State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Ms. Holloman, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Ms. Holloman, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 1 year deferred probation, a $500 fine,
You
80
said
hours,
you was breaking
$500.
$500 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can I see that, Judge? And what else?
And 80 hours of community service
8 hours community service?
and completion of a moral recognition course.
Okay. Ms. Holloman, the state is offering that you pay a fine of, well, first of all, the state is offering that you serve 1 year of deferred adjudicated probation. During this 1 year deferred adjudicated probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $500 plus court costs of $337. That comes to a total of $837. You'll also be required to pay each month $60 for your probation fee. And you'll also be required to pay a urinalysis fee of $15. Now, your total monthly installments that you would have to pay will be $155 per month. Ms. Holloman, would you be able to pay the $155 per month?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Holloman, in addition, you'll be required to perform 80 hours of community service, and you'll also be required to complete a moral recognition course, and you'll also be required to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of probation. Ms. Holloman, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
Do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Holloman, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Holloman, if you successfully complete the deferred probationary period, this case will be dismissed and it would not appear on your record as a conviction, and you may qualify for a non-disclosure. And you can talk to an attorney, seek the advice of any attorney, and they can help you with getting your non-disclosure. Ms. Holloman, please stand over here on the X in front of the clerk, follow her directions, and Ms. Holloman, have a good day.
Yes, sir.